I'm going to give you a little bit of truth now. For those who want to hear it.
Yeah.
I'm hoping there's some that want to hear it. We're talking about the education system.
Yeah.
It is a scam. There's 2 or 3% of the world's population, I would be one of them, we're called critical thinkers. We don't fall into society's role as education. Because when it comes to your Harvard and your Yale and everything else, we start tearing apart all the assumptions and theories and say, why are you teaching the people this? You guys need to start. It's not about what you're taught to think, it's how do you think. You guys need to start thinking. Everyone here. So I'm going to give you a little bit of knowledge and education today about how bad this situation is we're right in right now. Let's start with what's happening over in Europe. The IMF is now involved in that bailout situation. That's your world banking system, everybody here. We are all part of that because it's the world banking system. Our government has to give in to that to bail them out. So now your tax dollars are involved in that bailout right now, okay?
Yeah.
Now, mark my words, the numbers haven't come out yet, but those numbers will be out in the next couple of weeks. The bailout there is going to be in the trillions of dollars.
Same.
The trillions of dollars. Now, here's the sad point, and I'm almost embarrassed by this. I was talking to my aunt the other day, and an older lady, and she said, trillions. I can't even imagine that number. And we've become so desensitized to the number that we don't even realize it anymore.
Yeah.
And I'll give you an example how big a number that really is.
Huge.
Huge, eh? Yeah, huge. I'm glad you said it. Okay, let's look at our situation here in Canada. We know the United States is in real trouble. But you know how much businesses run here from Canada are owned by there? Do you know how much business we do over there? So when they're in real trouble, we're not soon to follow. We're just hanging by a thread, my friend. So let me give you some real, probably a little bit scary, but facts. We here in this country did not do what the United States did with zero down. Well, we did there for I think 1 or 2 weeks we tried it. So at least we're smart enough not to do that because we've seen what happened in the United States with that. But what we did do, we gave loans 5% down. We gave $1 trillion. When the overload from the states hits here, do you realize how many? Let's put the house at $1 million each. How many $1 million houses go into a trillion, my friend? And that's like a mansion here. That's 1 million houses. So now let's take it down to a more average 250 across the country. That's 4 million houses. That's what the reality that you're dealing with today. This isn't made up. This is your reality today. That's one of your realities. Let me give you your second reality. Derivatives that started this whole damn mess.
Yeah.
This whole damn mess. And this makes me more mad than anything. The derivatives market. Does anybody know how big that is?
Huge.
How huge?
Huge.
1.2 quadrillion. 1.2 quadrillion. I'll give you how big a number that is. Let's take everybody here in our whole lifetime, and by the end of that, we would have reached 10 billion population when everybody here is dead. Okay, now let's start paying off that 1.2 quadrillion. Take that 10 billion, give each of us 100,000. We still got 200 trillion left to pay off. The banks have sucked us in. They have lied to us now. We're into a new age, and let me explain here. We came through the information age. I was called crazy, but fortunately for me, unfortunately for them, we're now in what I call the awareness period, where we're waking up to what's going on.
Yeah!
Here's the day. I am so proud of you. There's sometimes an incredible thinker alone on this planet.
We're with you!
Because we have a real serious situation here. But our banking system has to be monitored by the public. There's no more of this, because what we've allowed is this absolute takeover. It's betting. It's betting. That's all it is.
Criminal!
Not criminal. Pure betting. Because when you're talking about derivatives and that, you're talking, okay, this is the price. What will it be worth later? Nobody knows.
Yeah.
Nobody knows.
Auction.
You know, we look at our higher education system and everything else, and we talk about knowledge, understanding, wisdom, and stuff like that. I was talking to a critical thinking. He's got a degree in critical thinking. Professor, Schulich University here in Toronto. And I said, what is the highest form of thinking? He said, there is no highest form of thinking. You know, all your new age thinking, there's no right answer, there's no this, there's no that. Oh, there's no thinking, that's the problem. Yeah. So I said to him, I said, okay, the right knowledge with understanding is wisdom. So, as far as a thought process, what's higher than that? Well, of course, Mr. Schulich, critical thinking, had to come up with an answer, right?
I know that guy.
Oh, I'm glad. Oh, good. Some people here know, because I wasn't going to say his name.
Business school, Schulich.
Yeah, okay. So he said, well, the force behind that critical thinking. Oh, so I said, you mean, to be politically correct, I said, you mean God or intelligent design? He said, oh, no, I don't believe in higher powers. So for most of us, we would leave it there. We wouldn't break it down, but me as a critical thinker, I have to break it down into what he's thinking. So I said, okay, so you believe in something that came from nothing, and through random accumulation has evolved into thought that has no purpose and serves no meaning. And he said, yeah, something like that. So I said, what you're telling me, okay, so your words without meaning or purpose are nothing, so you haven't said anything, therefore you must be an academic.
Oh!
So, my friends here today, what we need to do as a group, every city has to have a leader. You have to get somebody who's going to lead and do the things that need to be done. And what I want to leave you here today with, because I think it's perfect, a Dead Gentleman's song, but so, for a group of 3,000, We Are the Champions by Queen. Let's do it.
Yeah!
I paid my dues, time after time. I've done my sentence, but committed no crime. And that must